Your Excellency Chagulanyi, I am back to you. Bobi Wine and team, I am back. But before I can advise here, I need to start by telling you the story in the Bible. The story of two brothers in the Bible. These two brothers, sons to a man, Mr. Blind Man in the story. And this man had two boys. These two boys, one of them was a hunter, a serious hunter, and he used to hunt and bring meat home. He was a very hard-working boy. He was a disciplined son to the father. And then the other one was a lazy one. He could not do anything much, yet the father was blind, and the two brothers were supposed to help home. But now, in this story in the Bible, this woman, this wife to the blind man, happens to be a stepmother to the other hardworking boy. She was a stepmom to this hardworking boy. So she never liked the idea of the big man who wanted to. The big man wanted to bless the hardworking boy, the hardworking son, the disciplined son. Now, you know the stories of stepmoms. Of course, they always want the best for their own children, their own dear ones. Now, here is the story. Now, when this boy went for his usual hunting, this one, the lazy one, remained home with the mother. And the mother knew that it was that very day that the blind man wanted to bless the other disciplined son, the hardworking, the hunter. But the hunter was still deep in the bush hunting for meat. From home here, the lady arranged with the people. They slaughtered a goat, and then they picked the skin. When it was still wet, they picked the skin and wrapped it. They wrapped it on son. Leaving the other one. Why did they do that? It's because the other son, the disciplined one, has had a skin which is like for sheep. The whole body was hairy, and he was like an animal himself. The skin was like for a sheep. So these people happened to wrap this other boy, the lazy one, with the skin of a slaughtered goat. Then the lady presented her own son to the blind man, and the blind man was asking whether his disciplined son had already returned from the bush. And the lady replied, "Yes, your son is here. My husband, your disciplined son is here. Where is the meat that you brought?" They presented the meat of the goat slaughtered. And then, okay, the big man said, "Okay, come nearer so that I can give you the blessing now." So the big man always first feels the body of his son, which is like for a sheep. After that, he always proves that this is now my son, the one I love most. Now, on that day, the big man touched on the body of the lazy son and thought his son was back for real. Yet, these people had wrapped the skin of that goat on the boy so that they can hijack the blessings. So finally, the blind man happened to give all the blessings to the lazy son. And by the time the disciplined one, hardworking, the hunter, returned, the blessing had gone. So this very story is very similar to what I am trying to see. In the look of things, Bobi Wine, you may miss your blessings this very way. Because the people of Uganda love you so much. You are at heart. You are the only darling at heart right now. Now, these other people are preparing a different person, a different son to be presented by 2026. I hope now you know the story. So, how are you going to manage this situation? It is coming. I see it coming. Mr. Bobi Wine, my advice to you, Ugandans love you so much. They love you so dearly. You are a darling in the hearts of Ugandans. Everywhere. And getting a personality like you for now, it is very difficult. It will take some years. Okay? You are a true definition of a unifying factor. Okay? In you, there is the unity that we wanted for long, that it has been lacking. My brother, my humble advice to you, why should I say this openly? It's because I've already advised Mozi openly. So, I could have even come to your inbox, but it is necessary. So many people say I make a lot of noise, Bosmic shouts a lot, but this is necessary noise. Please, go to the people of northern Uganda. They are truly people have waited for you in vain. These blessings is yours, but there are truly people have waited for you in vain. The issues of Apa, the issues of Balalu in Acholi. People are waiting for Noob. People are waiting for Bobi Wine to be there. Go to northern Uganda, be with them, suffer with them, represent all Ugandans equally. Go to western Uganda, do the same. Where there are complaints, reach them in person. This is the time we need you. Ugandans need you. I know you will get tired, but they need you. We need you. Go everywhere, all parts of Uganda. Reach them where there are problems. Go and speak for them. Be there physically. It is very important, very necessary. Now, lastly, where you go for your world tours in the diaspora and elsewhere in Africa here, please make sure you address all Ugandans in the language that they want you to address them in. There is a complaint that Noob seems to be only for Buganda, because even in the meeting, in the addresses that they do, they address us in Luganda. Some people think that it is an insult. Some people think that you are undermining their tribes. Some people think that maybe all this mission is we are looking for freedom for Buganda only. This is a revolution for all of us. We need to involve everybody in the revolution. Northern Uganda, Western Uganda, Eastern, everywhere, Central, we must equally be represented by Noob. Failure to do that, these people will hijack your blessings. Of course, God should not give these blessings mistakenly to a wrong candidate come 2026. So please, let us correct all these areas. Be with the people, go to them, they love you so much, reach them. And where we need to use official language, use it. In the UK, in America, in Europe, Asia, everywhere you go, Ugandans cherish you equally. Please, this is my only advice to you. I am sorry if I have stepped on anybody's toes, but this is it. Thank you. Otherwise, you are loved, my brother. You are loved everywhere, and I think the world has witnessed it. Honorable Bosmic Otim Pariamo, the Mr. Africa, Mr. Badman from Kitgum. I keep preaching the truth. Salute.